gun manufacturer that sells an AR-15 for civilian use.
About the money.
That is a simple thing that can be done within the executive that will make gun manufacturers choose to either get the billions of dollars of contracts from the military and local police forces, or to sell AR-15s to the civilians. But they won't be able to do both. I assure you there are going to be plenty of gun manufacturers who are going to sit there and say, you know what? We'd rather the guaranteed money from the government. And they will simply stop selling AR-15s. My point is this. Stop fighting this battle on the demand side of the equation. Start fighting it on the supply side of the equation. That is what our Republican brothers and sisters have done with abortion, and it has worked. Make it harder to give rather than harder to get. That's how you get reduction in guns on our streets. Number one, that's a strategy idea, and it's a new idea. And the beautiful thing about it is it's an idea we can take to voters that they've never heard before. And it's very difficult for Republicans to fight against it because it's got nothing to do with the Second Amendment. Think on that.
Yes.
Number two, I want to talk a little bit about strategy. Every one of you know that we are in a very, very tough battle, and the dynamics of my particular race have since changed. Marco Rubio is back in the race.
Yes.
Yes, he is. So what does that mean for us? Well, I think we have to own the fact that the Trump people are going to go to the polls because they love Trump. But all of the Republicans who don't love Trump now have a reason to go to the polls too. So, if the candidate that is pushed by the party's claim to fame is how much money he can bring to the table, here's the news. There's somebody in the race who can bring more. So now we got to have a completely different calculation. It has to be premised on two things. Number one, who is most likely to inspire our voters to the polls? And by that I mean the ones who voted for the first or only time for Barack Obama, the ones who are in love with Bernie Sanders, the millions that have been telling our party how tired they are of inside politics and millionaires running our country. We have to have a candidate that inspires them. And number two, we have to have a candidate who we are confident in to stand on a stage, debate Marco Rubio, and take him apart.
Yeah.
Now, those of you in this room, you have seen me not once, not twice, but many, many times. And the one thing that is consistently said about me is that every time I get a mic in my hand, I deliver. It's not because I'm a good speaker. It's because I'm a hell of a thinker. And that's what you need to do to be able to debate. Think quickly, nimbly, and effectively. I am by far the best candidate to do that. My name is Pam Keith, and I will be the next senator from Florida.